Welcome to this lecture on redemption, coming after the discussion of the Song of the Sea in chapter 15 of Exodus. On redemption, coming out of the Song of the Sea in chapter 15 of Exodus. Exodus 15:13 mentions that in your steadfast love you led the people whom you redeemed. You guided them by your strength to your holy abode. This concept of redemption of the Redeemer originates in connection with family and land in ancient Israel. A Redeemer was one's closest male relative who had a number of tasks, a number of functions. The Redeemer reclaimed family land through monetary payment. This would be if somebody was forced to sell the property because of debt. The Redeemer rescued someone out of debt servitude or slavery. Again, a member of the family had gotten into deep debt and had to go into debt servitude or slavery. The Redeemer redeemed the firstborn males, symbolically making offerings to the Lord to substitute for those males being dedicated to God. He married the wife of a deceased relative who had no sons. This is what is called Levirate Marriage. This is what we see in the story of Judah and Tamar in Genesis 38. He carried out the sentence against those who had committed premeditated murder, and he avenged bodily harm such as rape. This is a culture, remember, where there's no police force. There are no prisons. And so the Redeemer, if someone murdered someone in the family, the Redeemer is the one who would carry out the sentence against the murderer. And the Redeemer was responsible for the well-being, the economic well-being of his kin. God is spoken of Redeemer. He redeems the people from enemies. Draw near to me, redeem me, set me free because of my enemies. God redeems from the wicked and the oppressor. I will deliver you out of the hand of the wicked and redeem you from the grasp of the ruthless. From death, in famine he will redeem you from death, and in war from the power of the sword. From punishment for sin, and he will redeem Israel from all his iniquities. And God acted as the prosecutor of those who stole land and orphans' fields. Do not remove an ancient landmark or enter the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is strong. He will plead their cause against you. So in all of these actions of God, God is seeing to the well-being of his people. And the greatest act of redemption was the exodus from Egypt. God said to Moses, I am the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as El Shaddai, but by my name, Yahweh, I did not make myself known to them. I also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land in which they dwell as sojourners. Moreover, I have heard the groaning of the people of Israel, whom the Egyptians hold in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant. Say therefore to the people of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. I will deliver you from their bondage, and I will redeem you with an outstretched arm, and with great acts of judgment. So here he is the Redeemer who takes the people out of slavery. In other parts of the Bible, redemption is also spoken of. The prophets, in particular, speak of future redemption from either destruction or exile. Thus says the Lord your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel: I am the Lord your God, who teaches you to profit, who leads you in the way you should go. Oh, that you would hearken to my commandments! Then your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. Your offspring would have been like the sand, and your descendants like its grain. Their name would never be cut off or destroyed from before me. Go forth from Babylon, flee from Chaldea. Declare this with a shout of joy, proclaim it, send it forth to the end of the earth. Say, the Lord has redeemed his servant Jacob. And from Micah, writhe and groan, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now you shall go forth from the city, and dwell in the open country. You shall go to Babylon. There you shall be rescued. There the Lord will redeem you from the hand of your enemies.